Hi guys, it's Cricket coming to you on this 11th day of National Endometriosis Awareness Month. Today's topic, I'm going to talk about the ways that I have found to cope with and fight against endometriosis. My earliest memories, I started having symptoms of endometriosis around age 14. So for the majority of my life, I've been fighting this disease. And along with endometriosis, I received additional diagnoses to go along with it. So I've been fighting for a long time. But these are some of the tips that I use myself to cope with and fight against endometriosis. And although they are made with my endo warriors in mind, they help with any sort of chronic illness or problem that you're facing. So I hope maybe some of these we can take away even one tip to help us cope with this disease. First of all, number one, I always tell people, you have to get your sleep. I know, at least 8 hours of sleep is what I tell endo warriors. I take calls all the time. And I realize when I say this, I hear like exasperation, like I cannot sleep for 8 hours. I cannot. I have kids, I have this, I have that. Well, okay, it's kind of like this. I sprained my ankle a while back, sprained a tendon in my foot. Now, the doctor told me that I could listen to him and keep my foot elevated above my heart for at least 2 weeks, or I could choose to do my own thing and come back and see him on a regular basis because it wouldn't heal properly. So, I will tell you that you have to get your sleep. You will have a breakdown, your health will break down. You have to find a way to get sleep. If that means hiring a babysitter or asking a friend to help, you have to get your rest. Second, avoid stress and stressful people. I know everyone's saying, well, I can't avoid stress, my whole life is stress. Start out small and avoid things on a daily basis that cause you stress or dread. Oh, Princess Uma has joined us. As long as she's quiet, we'll let her stay. Okay, so avoid as many of those stressful situations and people as you possibly can. Be kind and patient with your body. Our own internal dialogue is so important. If you look at yourself as a sick invalid, then you will feel like you are a sick invalid. We only have a certain amount of energy to spend in every single day. I realized that one day that I was using some of my valuable energy to combat stress and negative energy. We only have a certain amount of energy in our day. I found that I need to forgive everyone, especially the ones who never ask for forgiveness. So please do that. Forgive everyone. You cannot carry this hate or bitterness in your heart and fight this devastating disease at the same time. I try to eat fresh fruits and vegetables, something easy. I know it's difficult to make elaborate meals or sometimes even make it to the grocery store for fresh fruits and vegetables. But I try to do simple things like eat apples, oranges, avocados, carrot sticks, things that are already chopped up for me. I can just grab out of the refrigerator. Pesticide free. You really have to make sure that you're getting good quality fruits and vegetables. Farmers markets and things are best. I know that sometimes it can be more expensive, but if you can in your own town, if it's in season, possibly you can find some good deals for fresh fruit and vegetables. I take a good prenatal vitamin. I have for years. My surgeon, around the time of my first surgery, told me that I needed to be taking a multivitamin, and he recommended a prenatal vitamin. So I take that every day. Talk to your doctor first. You know what you need to take. He will know what you need to take. Be careful mixing supplements and medications together. But I was told to take a good prenatal vitamin. Talk to your doctor and see if it's right for you too. I try to reduce my sugar intake. I try to eat foods that are real. I tell my kids, well, we can have pastries, we can have brownies and cakes, but we need to make sure that it's not the kind coming out of a box, because sometimes you end up eating 3 brownies. And if you would just eat something that's made from real butter, real flour, real sugar, and is made in a homemade way, you probably only eat 1 of them. So I try to do that. I reduce my sugar intake and processed foods. I increase my protein intake. Now, the easiest way I found to do this when you're fighting exhaustion or a very busy schedule, I buy canned chicken. Again, I buy organic canned chicken. It's only $2.22 at Walmart. It's readily available. Even if you don't buy the organic, try to, as much as you can, stay away from pesticides and chemicals. So that's what I do. I just take the canned chicken, mix it with some baby organic spinach, and I have a salad. I use Himalayan salt. I don't add any sodium to my food at all. Sodium causes your body to retain water weight, and it can also be tough on our organs and heart. So I reduce the amount of sodium I eat in a day. Also, explain your inability to know when your symptoms are going to crop up. That will help eliminate a lot of stress and pain in your life. If your close friends and family know ahead of time, I don't know if I'll be able to make this social engagement because I never know when my symptoms are going to hit, and I never know when I'm going to have an episode of extreme pain. So let them know ahead of time that you really want to spend time with them. Just let them know what's going on. There's no way they'll know unless you tell them. We don't want them to think that you just don't want to spend time with them or you don't value their time. You do, you're just too ill to make it. So I would explain it ahead of time. When I was diagnosed with CFS-ME, chronic fatigue syndrome, I learned that I had to avoid stress, I had to avoid commitments because I knew I'd feel poorly if I'd feel very bad about it if I had to cancel plans, if I felt poorly. So know ahead of time. Keep your words positive in your internal dialogue. Our bodies hear everything our minds think. If you tell yourself over and over again during the course of a day, I'm worthless, I can't do this, and all of these negative things, your body hears that. Everything your mind thinks. Please keep your internal dialogue positive. I know it's hard and it's a struggle, but it makes a huge difference. Another way I would cope with pain is I would take my phone, lie in bed, and Google beautiful places. Just put beautiful places. I would scroll through all of these pretty places and tell myself, when I'm well someday, I'm going to go and see these places for myself. And that was a way for me to see something beautiful in the day and also look forward to my future when I received the surgeries that I needed. So I try to live every day with gratitude. I remember when I waited my last major surgery, I needed 3 surgeons and specialists. I remember waiting 12 weeks, and in those 12 weeks, I never left the house except to go to the office for checkups to make sure my appendix was okay and to monitor what was going on with me while I was waiting for surgery, to pick up more pain medications and receive an injection of pain medication every week. So I remember, and I don't take for granted, even though it's been several years since my surgery, I don't take for granted any day when I can walk or drive or swim or dance. I remember all of those times I couldn't, and I have profound greatness for when I can. I try to linger in the blissful moments that I have, that cup of coffee, that hug with a friend. My puppy, you'll probably hear her snoring in the background. She's over behind me. I try to linger in the blissful moments that I have. Enjoy that tea, enjoy that song, sing along, dance whenever you can. I replay my happiness and not my sorrows. So in my own internal dialogue, every day I'm savoring every beautiful memory I have of my grandparents who have passed, of beautiful times I've had with my friends and family. Those are the moments I try to replay in my mind. I just want us to remember we only have a limited amount of energy in our day. We have to use our energy to fight this illness. We cannot use this energy to harbor bitterness or sadness. We have to forgive. We have to move forward. We have to live fully in this moment. It is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. I hope all of us will remember to begin our days and end our days in gratitude. I am most grateful to God who has helped me through all of this. He has heard all of my prayers and answered all of them, and He has helped me. Finding the surgeons that I needed, both surgeries, making it through my daily tasks and all the pain I experienced. It is God to whom I am forever grateful for hearing my prayers, for helping me. And it is my prayer in these videos that those who need to hear these words will be the ones who click on this video to watch it. Just know that every time I make one of these videos, I pray for you. I may not know your name or where you live, but I pray for all of us that are fighting this devastating condition. It affects everything. It affects our relationships, our marriages, our families, our social life, our work life. It impacts every single area of our life. I know how desperately difficult it is to fight endometriosis. So I want you to know you're not alone in this fight. Every day we're closer to a cure. And I send you love and light. I pray for you every day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. We really want to spread awareness. We thank you so much. I'm Cricket, and I'm an Endo warrior.